There is no one right way to swing a golf club. Truth or trash? Coming to you right after this. So this politically correct nonsense has been going on past couple of years that I've paid attention to. There is no one right way to swing a golf club. Gee, if there's 7 billion of us on Earth, okay, there's 7 billion proper ways to swing a golf club. Just pure PC nonsense, okay? Let me give you a couple examples. You and I decide we're going to fly to Australia. Let's go to a golf conference. And I say, okay, fine. I'm going to take, I don't know, United Airlines, American Airlines, one of the big airlines. And I'll see you there in a couple days. And I'm going to take the traditional route of flying a trusted airline with airplanes that I trust have been built pretty well. And I say, here's the deal. Now, I'm going to pay for your flight. Don't have to pay a dime, but I want you to fly on this new airline. Okay, and so here's their philosophy. When we build our planes, we don't believe there's one right way to build an airplane. We think we're all unique. We should be able to express our individuality in design and how we think about air flight and structures and properties of materials. And so we're just gonna kind of let everybody do our own thing and build an airplane that's not the traditional sense. You know, we don't believe there's one right way to build an airplane. And I go, okay, here's what I'll do. I'll pay for the whole, one entire year of free flight for you on this airline if you'll just fly for the rest of the year. Would you take the ticket? Hopefully not, right? Or example number 2, I say, in our city, we're building a 200-story skyscraper, and we're going to give you free rent for a year, top floor. Here's the issue. These builders have decided that there's really no one right way to build a skyscraper, okay? There's a lot of different ways we can build a skyscraper. We're not really in the traditional idea of architecture and design and support structures and beams and columns and bolts and welds, and you know, we're just going to kind of do our own thing and not follow the old rules of there's one right way to build a skyscraper. Do you want to live there? I'm not even sure I'd go in the first floor for coffee, because I'm not really sure that building, nice strong breeze might come down on my head. So that's kind of a couple ways to think about it, right? So here's what I believe has happened in golf. You know, I'm not necessarily an industry. I don't follow all the rules, so to speak. I don't belong to some of these fraternities. I've been inside some of their meetings. I kind of know what goes on, but I don't follow all their stuff. And so to me, starting pretty young in the golf business and watching and looking, what I've seen is, it's not just golf, okay, but there's a lot of lazy people in golf teaching business. Okay, here's famous coach. He's made a couple good players. Here's what he says. Okay, Mr. Smith comes in for a lesson. You know, I'm not really going to think for myself today. Mr. Big Teacher says to do this. Looks like you could probably use a little bit of that, so here's what I want you to do. And that has been happening for years. People not taking the time to do any real work and pay attention to what they're looking at or what they need to look at, what they need to study to learn that there is always, in everything, one best way to do something. So what's happened is people become lazy. They haven't wanted to put any real effort. They haven't really wanted to do any research and pay attention to all these golf swings that you see from legends of the past to today, whether it's men or women or even kids. We look at these swings and we see, boy, they look different. But people haven't, in our industry, have not taken the time to pay attention and go, they're all actually doing the same thing. There's a few basic things that they're all doing exactly the same. The way they do them may look a little different, but what's happened is we've gone about starting to look at minor details and getting caught up in how someone looks a little different in a different location, and completely forgotten that there's some fundamental movement patterns that all really good golfers have, and that's why there is one right way to do everything.